Sunday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. That's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards. Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly. Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. The Browns at 5-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here? Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful. And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance. And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone. Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Well, they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it. You felt his pain? Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw again.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner is giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Off of play action, it's Watson. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. He knows winning.
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Watson off play action. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to take this across the 50 in the Browns territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. The third down conversion successful, a gain of 11.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And that flag's on Myles Garrett, and we know he's got a nose for getting after the quarterback, but that time, even though he's going to protest it a little bit, he's a step late, and they hit him with the penalty.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that, a nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Breaking through to drop him. That's Perrion Winfrey.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
They'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
It was Anthony Averett who got him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Cooper will come in motion right. And Chubb will try the middle here.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 94 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in his first half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, it's Watson.
He'll find Schwartz, complete right side.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They will indeed snap it to Watson, out to his left. He's got his tight end, David Njoku, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 35 yards that time on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, it's Jacobs. Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 119 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now Watson, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Powers through it. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. Touchdown! Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. York now for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. The handoff, Jacobs running to the left.
We'll get this up to about the 44. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But we're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Cole Kmet, 50 yards. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 140 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. A give running right is Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You
get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They run it again with Chubb. Bulldozes past him. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
To throw again on second down. Watson. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb from 4 yards out. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd and 14. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now back to throw. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 3 yards out. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. It's a room to maneuver. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. How about the game that he has compiled here? So he has the 2 receiving touchdowns, and now that is his 3rd rushing touchdown. 3 + 2, 5 total.
I'm telling you, you and your math can't beat you on that one.
Yeah.
You got it down. But how about the diversity of the day he's had? Just what you pointed out. 3 on the ground, 2 catching them. What a performance.
What a performance. If I get my numbers and colors down, it's going to be a real threat.
Just always remember, color between the lines.
From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 4. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. And now here's another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Handoff comes to Chubb.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.